Okay. We only have
48 years of American sovereignty, the people of the Philippines assumed the status of an independent nation. The transfer is made on the 4th of July, a day full of significance for these Yanks. Huge crowds jam Manila to watch the birth of the Republic, which regains its independence through the voluntary action of the American people. In a message, President Truman assured our continued support. The new nation looks forward to prosperity. Exceedingly poor after Japanese occupation, the Philippines will receive reparations and free trade concessions from the United States. Manuel Rojas, newly elected to the presidency, takes the oath of office as Ambassador Paul McNutt looks on. An old Philippine resident, General Douglas MacArthur, arrives with a special message.
48 years ago, the mantle of American sovereignty fell over this land and this people. It was the beneficent sovereignty of a liberator, pledged to be withdrawn as soon as the well-being of the people would safely permit. America never wavered in that purpose. America today redeems that pledge. This land and this people that I have known so long and loved so well.
Okay. Okay. So, however, in 1964, President Sdad Mapagal signed into law RA 4166, designated June 12 as the date of our Independence Day. So the reason why, it's very interesting to note that July 4 was chosen as the date by the United States because it was corresponds to the Independence Day of the United States of America. So, and that day, it was observed in the Philippines as Republic, as Independence Day until 1962. On May 12, 1962, President Sdad Mapagal issued a proclamation number 28, which declared June 12 as a special public holiday throughout the country. Due to the commemoration of the People's Declaration of the Inherent and Inalienable Right to Freedom and Independence. On August 4, 1964, RA 4166 renamed July 4 as the Philippine Republic Day, proclaimed June 12 as Philippine Independence Day, and enjoined all citizens of the Philippines to observe the latter with befitting rights. Let's read this by verbatim. Republic Act number 4166, an act changing the date of Philippine Independence Day from July 4 to June 12 and declaring July 4 as Philippine Republic Day, further amending for the purpose Section 29 of the Revised Administrative Code. Section 1, the 12th day of June is hereby proclaimed as the Philippine Independence Day, and all citizens of the Philippines are enjoined to observe such day with rights befitting Independence Day. Section 2, Section 29 of the Revised Administrative Code is further amended to read as follows. Section 29, legal holidays, Thursday, Friday of Holy Week, Christmas Day, and Sundays are legal religious holidays. The legal holidays are the 1st of January, the 9th of April, the 1st of May, the 12th of June, Independence Day, and 4th of July, the Philippine Republic Day, the 13th of November, the 8th of December, and the day appointed by law for the holding of a general election. Provided, however, that when any regular holiday of the fixed date falls on a Sunday, the next succeeding day shall be observed as a legal holiday. This action take effect upon its approval. So, the Flag Day. So, before 1964, June 12 was observed as Flag Day in the country. In 1965, President Diosdado Macapagal issued Proclamation Number 374, which moved the National Flag Day to May 28, the date when the Philippine flag was first flown in the Battle of Alapan in Imus, Cavite in 1898. In 1994, former President Fidel Ramos issued Executive Order Number 179 extending the celebration period from May 28 to the Philippine Independence Day on June 12, ordering government departments, agencies, offices, government-owned and controlled corporations, state agencies, and local government units, and even private establishments to prominently display the national flag in all public buildings, government institutions, and as official residences during this period, ordering the DepEd in coordination with the private sector, NGOs, and social civic groups to enjoin the prominent display of the Philippine flag in all public squares and whatever practicable in all private buildings and homes in celebration of national independence. And as you may know, maraming nagbebenta ng Philippine flag, guys. Sa mga shops sa labas, nagbebenta ng Philippine flag. Guys, yung ibig sabihin, ito guys, ipapakita ko sa iyo ng picture na kung saan nagbebenta ng Philippine flag. Nagbebenta sila ng Philippine flag, oh. Nagbebenta sila, oh. Makikita mo to, kung saan nagbebenta ng Philippine flag sa mga sa kalye, makikita-kita mo bilang bahagi ng selebrasyon ng Araw ng Kalayaan. Ito siya, oh. Yan, oh. Doon makikita na kung saan itong vendor na to nagbebenta ng Philippine flag sa kalye para magiging makabayan tayo. Diba? Yan nagbebenta. You can also buy Philippine flag sa National Bookstore, sa mga shops na nagbebenta ng Philippine flag. Sa Maynila, marami nagbebenta ng Philippine flag. Diba? Where to buy? Kung saan tayo bibili ng Philippine flag. Pwede tayo bibili ng Philippine flag sa Atlas Super Flags sa Rizal Avenue, sa Santa Cruz, sa Maynila. Maraming accredited siya na National Historical Commission of the Philippines. Diba? Kung bibili mo sa National Bookstore, depende kung may stock ng Philippine flag doon sa National Bookstore. Para sa iba pang mga stores na nagbebenta ng Philippine flag. Kagaya sa Makal, yung sinabi ko, ito, car access na may hawak na. Every year yung ginawa yan ng mga vendors. They sell it at a very high or lower price. They sell Philippine flags at this price. Very, very cheap. They're selling it. You can also find it in Shopee or Lazada, by the way. Yung nagbebenta ng Philippine flag. Like this, oh. They're buying it for sale. Look. Look at these pictures, guys. Na kung saan you wanted a smaller Philippine flag or a bigger Philippine flag? Okay. You can also buy it in Kawit, Cavite. Anywhere there in Kawit. Near the Emilio Aguinaldo house. There. Naku. Pananapin mo sa Shopee or sa Lazada. Shopee. Kung may nag-event na sila ng Philippine flag doon sa Shopee. Yun, oh. Look at, ito, they're selling it at around 150 to, depending on the size of the Philippine flag that you need. Some, they sell it as low as 25 pesos in Shopee. If it's a paper flag, it's just cheap, by the way. You see? Some, they sell it up to 600 pesos on Shopee. If you buy it in Lazada, guys, kung may nagbebenta sila ng Philippine flag doon, guys, ito siya, oh. You're gonna buy that for only yung itong price na to, 200 pesos. It take for me, we can try to afford to buy Philippine flag on Lazada and Shopee. Okay? They sell it as far as 700. Yan, di ba? If you're gonna buy it in Kultura, in SM, I think it's just 100 to 200 pesos. Philippine flag. If you buy it in Kultura Filipino, you see these are Philippine flag, but you see these are some of the creators designed the Philippine flag in costumes, but this is, I think, if you don't know if that's legal or illegal on the illegal use of the Philippine flag. If you buy it, you can also find these. Look at this. You can buy that in Kultura Filipino, yung Philippine flag. So that's good is we want to be proud to be a Filipino. Guys, I have something to show you guys. Wait, pakita ko sa inyo. Here. May jacket ako na may... Guys, look at this. Look at this. Here. See this? This is a Philippine flag jacket. Look at this. Guys. Look at this. Nakita mo siya? This is a Philippine flag jacket. This here, look at the design. It replicates the flag of the Philippines in a jacket. I don't know if that's legal and I have a Philippine flag on my shirt. You see? You have a lot of designs that has a Philippine flag. But for me, it's a bit later, I think maybe this might be disrespectful. Okay. Look, I'm wearing right now. If you see this, guys, if you have seen an apparel which has the Philippine flag on it, look at the design carefully. Look at the shirt. See this? Okay, the Philippine flag design here. Maybe I don't know if that's legal or illegal. Because we have laws in order to protect, but I will discuss to you that in just a moment. Okay. 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 So anyway, back to my slides. So the people, guys, ladies and gentlemen, who are involved in the Philippine independence history are President Emilio Aguinaldo, first president of the Philippines, Julian Felipe, composer of the Philippine National Anthem, Jose Palma is the one who wrote the lyrics of the Philippine National Anthem, Ambrosio Bautista, the writer of the Proclamation of Independence. And the one to design the Philippine flag are Marcela Agoncillo, Lorenza Agoncillo, and Delfina Herbosa. They did this in Hong Kong. And later it went into the Philippines. They returned to the Philippines. Right. So ito yung itsura guys ng Philippine flag nung ginamit ni Aguinaldo. Emilio Aguinaldo is the one who designed the Philippine flag. It was created in Naik, Cavite in 1897. But first, these are the flags of the Philippine Revolution. The KKK or the Katipunan led by Andres Bonifacio. Look at these flags here. The KKK or nakataas-katasang kagalang-galang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. Okay. Yeah. KKK. The KKK. Look, this KKK flag here, it does like resembles a Philippine flag. Right? This, it has a sun on it with the word KKK. And look, the blue, white, and black, blue, red, and black, that is almost similar as the Philippine flag. The one that was used by the Katipunan, led by Andres Bonifacio. Okay. Ito guys, ito yung picture artwork na kung saan ginawa yung Philippine flag sa Hong Kong. Guys. Okay. Ito guys, oh. Ito yung kaunang Philippine flag na may mukha ng sun. Tingnan mo guys, ha. Yan, oh. Kung nakita mo yan, dyan ginawa yung ginagaya yung current flag natin. Okay, ito, guys. Ito siya, oh. Pakita mo. Yan, ito yung sun na to, may mukha. Doon yan yung kinanong yung current flag natin, yung Philippine flag. Diyan, o yung watawat. Ito, guys, oh. Ito yung KKK. Yan, a society led by Andres Bonifacio. Ito, this one is the Magdiwang, Katipunan faction. Maybe the Magdalos, maybe I think they might use another flag. There's another flag which might be used by the Magdalo movement. Here. This one, this is the Magdalo movement flag. The one that was used again by Antonio Trillanes during the 2003 Oakwood Mutiny in Makati. Look at this. Yes. So itong flag na to, yan yung which has a ka or the baybayin. It's written in baybayin. Okay. These are the personal flags. This one is the KKK flag. That's the flag of Andres Bonifacio. Here, another one, that's Pio del Pilar. The KKK flag, which has a sun in it and there's a mountain on it. This one is like a Jolly Roger. Look at this. It is black, but it's not red. It has K and there's a skull. Jolly Roger flag. Flag of Katipunan. Another one. This is the flag of Gregorio del Pilar, which is almost similar to a Philippine flag. Guys. This is the first official Philippine flag, which has a sun on it. Look at this. Here. Okay? This one that was used in 2003 and 2007 by the Magdalo faction led by Antonio Trillanes, by Son Trillanes and the members of the Magdalo. They were a modified version made to look like a Katipunan flag was used by a group of mutineers who were members of the AFP or the Armed Forces of the Philippines. We called it as the New Katipuneros or the Bagong Katipuneros. They labeled Magdalo. They also led coup attempts in the 2003 Oakwood Mutiny and the 2007 Manila Peninsula Siege against the government of the Philippines led by then President and former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. The group united at the behest of Gringo Nasan and was led by Antonio Trillanes IV. They call it Magdalo. They use it as actually closer to the Magdiwang faction of the Katipunan movement. Okay? This one that was used by Makayo Sakay or the Katagalugan Republic, which has a baybayin syllable, ka. This one that was used by the Katipuneros in Bicol, there's only one word, K. Look at this. They also, the Negros Revolution used this flag against the Spanish authorities or the Spanish colonial government. Look at this. It's a very interesting look. The sun that resembles like a medal of honor. Okay? So ito siya, oh. It says, Fuerzas Expedicionarias del Norte de Luzon. This one, that is all similar to a Philippine flag, guys. That used by Emilio Aguinaldo in Kawit, Cavite. Okay? So in relevance with our independence, we have laws to follow and to obey with. As Filipinos, we have rights and responsibilities in order to preserve these national symbols. In the Philippines, we have laws for the preservation of the Philippine flag and the national anthem. We have Republic Act 8491 or the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines, Executive Order Number 60 or the series of 1963, mandatory singing of the Philippine National Anthem in the Filipino language, Executive Order 99, series of 1993 are the guidelines for the performance of the Philippine National Anthem. So why do we need these laws? It's because reverence and respect shall at all times be accorded with the flag, the anthem, and other national symbols which embody the national ideals and traditions and which express the principles of sovereignty and national solidarity. Okay? These heraldic items and devices shall seek to manifest the national virtues and to inculcate in the minds and hearts of the Filipino people a just pride in their native land, fitting respect and affection for the national flag and anthem. The Philippine flag and the national anthem are the two most important national symbols of the country. That means that it was formed not only to the love of the country, but also to the sweat, blood, and the sacrifices of our national heroes. As per Republic Act 8491, the Philippine flag shall be blue, white, and red with an 8-rayed golden yellow sun and 3 5-pointed stars as consecrated and honored by the people. The Philippine flag shall be displayed everywhere in the Philippines every day throughout the year. The Philippine flag can only be burned if it's destroyed, if it's worn or torn already. And it should not be thrown away. That's not good. That means it should be solemnly burned, and it will be done by the Boy Scouts. By the Boy Scouts of the Philippines. They will do the Philippine flag burning rites just a day before the Philippine Independence Day celebration. Okay? Regarding the conducting of flag ceremonies and flag retreats, all government offices and educational institutions shall henceforth observe the flag-raising ceremony every Monday morning and the flag-lowering ceremony every Friday afternoon. The ceremony shall be simple and dignified and shall include the playing or singing of the Philippine national anthem. In the case of my school, which is Renewed Manila, in lieu of conducting flag ceremony, general assemblies, we conduct flag ceremonies and flag retreats. So flag ceremony starts at 8 a.m. Monday morning, and the flag retreat will be at Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. in renewed campuses, TAF, AKIC, and SDA. At the moment we hear the national anthem, you need to stand up wherever you are. The title of the national anthem of the Philippines is entitled Lupang Hinirang. The Philippine national anthem should always be sung in the Filipino language regardless if you're in or out of the country. When the national anthem is played at a public gathering, whether by a band or by singing or both, or reproduced by any means, the attending public should sing the anthem. The singing must be done with fervor. As a sign of respect, all persons shall stand at attention and face the Philippine flag, if there is one displayed. If there is none, they shall face the band or the conductor. At the first note, all persons shall execute the salute by placing their right arms over their left chest, like this. Those in the military, scouting, citizens, military training, and security guard in the front shall give the salute prescribed by their regulations. The salute shall be completed on the last note of the anthem. The Philippine national anthem rendition, whether be played or sung, should follow the musical arrangement and composition of Julian Felipe. The Philippine national anthem should not be used for recreation, amusement, or entertainment purposes except for other occasions, like in case if the international competitions where the Philippines is the host or has a representative, example, yung mga Olympics, SEA Games, yung mga boxing match ni Manny Pacquiao, example. Local competitions kagaya ng palarong pambansa and other things. During the sign-off and sign-on mass media, which is radio and television, ginamit nila yan pag sign-on and sign-off. Before the start of films and the opening of theater performance and other occasions of beloved. Example, yung ginamit mo for karaoke, yung lupang hirap. Eh, di bawal yan sa batas. Okay? Try to watch this video. On the do's and don'ts of the Philippine nation. Try to watch this. This is 12 minutes.
Tinatawag na Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines. Pinasa ito noong 1997 at mula noon ay ito ang naging batayan ng lahat ng pwede at hindi pwedeng gawin sa lahat ng pambansang simbolo ng Pilipinas tulad ng watawat at itong pambansang awit. Ay hindi pwede kantahin ng awit quote-unquote for mere recreation, amusement, or entertainment purposes except on the following occasions. Tapos nakalista lang dito lahat ng exemption. Isa na yung mga international competition kung saan host ang Pilipinas. O may representative tayo na lumalaban. Isang halimbawa ay si Manny Pacquiao. Ang nakikita ko lang na violation dito ay kung kakantahin mo yung pambansang awit sa videoke. At sa Section 39, ang sinasabi lang nito ay dapat sundin ng lahat ang batas na to. Kung sino man ang lumabag ay pwedeng parusahan. hindi bababa sa 5,000 pesos at hindi lalampas sa 20,000 pesos na multa o kaya 1 taon sa kulungan ang mga posibleng parusa. Ito ay kung napatunayan ang pagkakasala sa isang korte. Ngayon, sisiguro kung gaano na tayo kalayo sa pinakaunang bersyon ng komposisyon. Noong
Okay. Note 2013, we'll talk about that later. We'll get back to this. Okay. According to this executive order, Sama Diyos na makapagal, it says that the Philippine National Anthem should always be sung in the Filipino language, and that's what we are using today. Yan yung nakasanayan natin bilang isang Pilipino. The playing of the Philippine National Anthem on mass media, on sign-up and sign-off, TV and radio, should be the joint responsibility of the Office of the Press Secretary, which is called today as the PCOO, under the Office of the President and the Kapisanan ng mga broadcasters sa Pilipinas or KBP. Movie houses should be MTRCB and the Movie Producers and Distributors Association of the Philippines. The DepEd and CHED, the two agencies that have education in the Philippines, they should make sure that the Philippine National Anthem, as adopted by law, should be committed to memory by all students of both public and private educational institutions and performed during the flag ceremony in accordance with the rules and regulations issued by the Office of the President. In addition, they should make available the vocal, piano, or band scores of the National Anthem as adopted by law to all private and public schools as well to the general public. Let's talk about this thing right now.
2030 naman sa decision. Noong 2030 naman, sa isang TED Talk ni Joey Ayala, ang proposal niya ay gawing 6/4 yung time signature para mas mabagal. Pinuto rin niya yung mga maling pagbigkas sa ilang linya ng kanta. At meron siyang suggestion na palitan yung huling linya na ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. At ngayon, ito...
Guys, panoorin mo tong TED Talk na to. Kung kay Joey Ayala yung panoorin mo. Here guys, try to watch this. Try to watch this.
One of the things I'm interested in is how songs can help people experience themselves in a different way or catch themselves in habits that are no longer productive. And I tampered with the national anthem. I'd like to share that with you. So this is an illegal act which we all share. So we now have a special bond. Okay, illegal. Pakisara ng pintuan. You remember your first day in school? Alala niyo pa first day in school? New shoes, new socks, new pants, new skirt, new blouse, new pants, bagong ligo, bagong linis ang kuko, bagong sipito, bagong kupit, lahat bago. Bagong bag, bagong notebook, bagong lapis, amoy Mongol sa labas. Remember the smell of the pencil? Wow, pare, lapis, pare. Diba? Tapos may Crayola pa. Sundutin mo ng Crayola pa. Ayos, lakas ng tama. Crayola. Diba? Tapos bagong lahat. A new sky, new birds, new life. Tapos ipila ka sa harap ng flag. Tapos mamamatay ka. Diba? Mamatay na. Talagay ko may grave psychological damage ginagawa yung kantang yan sa atin. Kaya pag mag-graduate ang tao, gusto niya mag-abroad. Kasi ang implicit belief is kung dito ka, tepok ka, killed ka. Okay. And isa pa, it's a march. So, ang Pilipinas hindi naman makamarcha. We're not a 1, 2, 3, 4 people. We are swaying. Malalambot tayo. Mga bating tayong lahat. Even our martial arts. Ano tayo, paikot tayo, we're very accommodating and very non-confrontational. Kasi yung ating music, yung ang bayan kong Pilipinas, si Kundiman, 6 ang metro niyan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what if gawin natin ganun yung lupang hinirang? 6. Tapos ayusin natin yung mispronunciations. We've been singing this song for years and nobody has really bothered to edit like a songwriter would. So ito yung aking exercise as a songwriter. I want to sa dagat at bundok, ano maging dagat at nila. Hindi maintindihan ng mga bata yan. Sa simuyat, naku, isa pa yun. Simuyat. Langit mong buha, may dilagang tula. Ano yung ulam? Dilagang tula. At awit sa paglayang ina. Tapos meron pang tagumpay. Yan, di ba tagumpay dapat yan? Artist mo, tagumpay. Diba? So gusto ko ituro sa inyo yung possibly the correct way. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bukha, may dilag at tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Diba? Makes sense, diba? Makes sense. So yung ending, ang mamatay, ang dami naman pwedeng positibong gawin, diba? Ang magpayaman ng dahil sa'yo, di ba? Ang magpayaman ng dahil sa'yo. Ang magpinta ang sumayaw ang mag-amal. Ang dami naman pwede, di ba? Yung general purpose na positive, yung magmahal. Magmahal, di ba? Lagi ni Miss, pag may mga api, mahalin mo. Dapat ito yung kanta kay Pacquiao pag may laban. Ang magmahal na, tapos may bagong ritual. After you sing the last line, you hug the people next to you. Oh, di ba? Practicein nga natin yan. Ang magmahal ng dahil sa'yo. Group Feel free, feel free. Okay. At subukan natin yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 na lupang hinirang. Tapos sabayan nyo, subukan nyo. You'll never sing the national anthem the same way again. Because you don't really want to die, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So ito guys, ito yung ginawa to ni Joey Ayala during his TED Talk last 2013 na kung saan it is powerful. The final line, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo, is subject to certain proposed restrictions. The reason why it was became the status. So in that video, as you can see, in 2030, a Filipino musician named Joey Ayala tampered the national anthem during the TED Talk. He changed it to ang magmahal ng dahil sa'yo or to love your country. He made it from 4/4 to 6/8. Ginawa kundi man yung national anthem yung ginawa ni Joey Ayala. And there are also pronunciations, guys. Sabi ni Joey Ayala, yung ginawa niya yung sa dagatat. Anong dagatat, guys? It should be dagatat. Okay? Simoyat. Simoyat. Bilagang. Anong bilagang? As in sinigang? It's bilaghang, guys. So a lot of people are careless while they're singing the national anthem during flag ceremonies in schools and other government offices. Guys, also, okay, last September 2018, Senate President Vicente Tito Soto III, he suggested that the last line should be revised to ang ipaglaban ang kalayaan mo or to defend thy freedom, as it reflects the commitment of the Filipinos to defend our independence as a nation. Let's dig deeper to that. Okay. Lupang hinirang issue. Last September 2018, Senate President Tito Soto cocks out on proposal to change the last part of the Philippine national anthem, Lupang Hinirang. He suggested to change from ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo to ang ipaglaban ang kalayaan mo, which received various reactions from netizens. Noong Hinirang was composed by Julian Felipe in 1898, but its accompanying lyrics are in Spanish, were only done by Jose Alma in 1899. And the final version of it in Filipino was translated by Felipe Padilla de Leon in the year 1940. Changing any context of Lupang Hinirang is unacceptable, for it has a big part in our history. It tells us how the Philippines rose to power after it was colonized by many countries. It also reflects how Filipinos love their country and sacrifices they can do just to preserve it from conqueror. The last part of the song isn't about defeated, so it's like what Senator Tito said, but it is more likely about patriotism, which tells us that not everybody is going to be Jose Rizal or Andres Bonifacio. Heroes who sacrificed their lives to achieve emancipation for our nation. According to Jose Victor Torres, a professor of history at the De La Salle University, it is wrong and insulting, especially for military, to sing the national anthem every day and are really dying just to protect and preserve the dignity of our country. It is not defeatist. As Filipinos, we're also against in changing the last part of Lupang Hinirang. This song has become part of our lives, for we sing it almost every day in school. This song also motivates us to study harder and make us to realize how grateful we are for having freedom, and that's because of sacrifices done by our national heroes. Every letter of the song brings impact into the heart of Filipinos, and as we will change a part of it, we will find it hard to adjust. For us, we don't also agree on changing the lyrics of our national anthem because it was sung by many people in hundreds of years and it tells a lot about our history. In this interpretation during plenary debates on the proposed amendment to RA 8491 or the Flag and Heraldic Code of the Philippines, Soto described the lost line of Lupang Hinirang, mamiligaya na pag-ingati ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo as defeatist. Also, there are many more problems of the Philippines that are currently unsolved, especially the traffic and the never-ending inflation that needs more attention and needs to be solved. We are respecting what the senator is trying to do, but we think that changing the national anthem will make a positive change in our country. We should not change the last part of the lyrics because it is the inheritance we learned from our ancestors as Filipinos. If we will change something, the national anthem, it makes difference of beliefs, the image, and the pride of being a Filipino. Okay. Okay, let's watch this. Tito Soto. What will the Filipinos say about this? Here. This is when Senator Soto changed the lyrics. Wait. This is when Senator Soto proposed the change of the lyrics of the Philippine National Anthem. What he did is this. Listen to this. May mga akit ang ipaglaban, kalayaan mo.
Ano ba nakakarinig din sa mga sinasabi ng nakakaintindi rin ng kultura at sa paggawa ng mga awitin. So parang defeatist yung last line sapagkat imbis na lumaban, mamatay.
Yan ba, guys? Ibig sabihin, defeat is talaga yan, guys. And last we did this, we made a stand about it. Okay? Para sa akin, bilang isang Pilipino, hindi kami sangayon sa pagpapalit ng lyrics ng lupang hinirang. Kasi, ang lupang hinirang ay bahagi ng kasaysayan ng ating bansa. Na kung saan, di ba, may bawat titik. Yung sinabi daw ni Vice Ganda ng It's Showtime, na sa daming problema dito sa Pilipinas, dapat leron-leron sinta na lang ang papalitan o may pulis sa ilalim ng tulay. Di ba? Pero guys, ito, guys, panoorin mo to, yung kay Jojo A. Ito siya, oh.
Isipin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang. At least, diba? Pwede mo kung yung mga matatanda, ayaw nila nun, medyo masista na, little bit on the more conservative side, you make it a marching, marching beat, diba? Si, parang si Presidente dito, ngayon talaga wala ng tulog eh. Siguro wala ng tulog tayo, kaya, alam ko na, Senate President Soto, ito na lang magbibigay natin sa inyo. Alam na namin. Palagay ko, para maganda, kasi gusto niyang ipalit is ipaglaban. Ang ipaglaban ang kalayaan mo. Diba? Ang ipaglaban ang kalayaan mo. Para sa pahay. Ang ipaglaban ng kalayaan mo. Pwede, di ba? So, pwede naman. Pero, parang ay marami nang nagagamit. So, una lang yun. Una natin, huwag na lang natin baguhin yung lyrics nun. Palitan na lang talaga natin yung pagpagsakawin. Gawin na lang natin isang libo at isang tuwa, buong bansa.
Okay. Have to watch this.
I thought that was rather unfair. And I thought that was good. Why? Nag-isip tayo eh. Pinag-usapan natin ang kasaysayan ng bansa natin. Kung tama yung ginagawa natin. We all take a lot of things for granted. Diba? Yung flag, ilang beses pinalitan ng flag ng Amerikano, ang flag ng Venezuela, pinalitan. Yung kanta ng Amerikano, ilang beses pinalitan niya. At kung susuriin niyo yung kanta natin, 3 beses lang sinasabi, tuyang ka na magiting, ang mamatay ng dahil sa iyo, at sa matutupig di ka masisihin. America, they talk about bravery. Now, I don't want to legislate a change in the national anthem just to change it, but I'm glad that we're talking about it. But we don't have to blame anybody. Otherwise, if you have an opinion, I will respect it. Okay, pag-usapan natin. Matututo pa siguro tayo.
Okay. So, how the history So how did the Philippine National started? No? It was written in 1899 as Marcha Nacional Filipina. And then, nung iba-iba, naging titulo ng panginirang, naging, ano tawag yan? Yung Land of the Morning, yung kinabisado, yung mga luma, yung mga born in the American era. At kung paano naging lupang hirang. It was started in 1956 under the leadership of Ramon Magsaysay. He formed a commission to revise the lyrics. In that year, the Lupang Hirang was sung for the first time in Filipino. And in the 1960s, they had minor revisions. And And that's what we're using it today. Okay. In summary, the Philippine independence is considered part of the history of the Philippines because it signals the end of the 333-year Spanish rule in the country. As Filipinos, it is our duty and responsibility to preserve the Philippine flag and the national anthem because it is a symbol of the country and it was formed not only to the love of the country but also to the sweat, blood, and the sacrifices of our national heroes. Okay? So, we have an official Independence Day letter from our President and Founder, Raylan Marlang. Mga kababayan, kumusta na po tayong lahat? Kami ay naglungkot nanguslod dahil pansamantala kami muna nagsara para maayos ang aming pagkakamali sa mamamayang Pilipino at pati na rin sa aming sistema ng pamamalakad namin. Bagamat nagsara kami pansamantala, kami ay naging matatag. Katulad ng kalayaan ng Pilipinas, laban sa mga Kastila, 122 taon ang nakalipas, inaasahan ng muling mababangon ang Pilipinas sa kamay ng pandemya ng COVID-19 at ang muling paglaya ng aming di pagganap na organisasyon mula sa pansamantalang pagsasara nito. Hindi ito ang panahon ng siraan, lokohan at online troll sa kapwa Pilipino. Ano man ang inyong estado sa buhay. Hindi ito ang panahon upang batikasin ang mga namumuno sa ating bayan. Hindi ito ang panahon upang maglaman ng base sa mga ginagawa. Panahon ito ng pagkikipagkapwa, pagkikipag-ugnayan at pagkikisama sa ating mga pamilya, kaibigan at maging mga mamamayan. At ito ang panahon upang makausap at manalangin sa ating Panginoon anuman ang inyong radio. Ngayong araw, magtutulungan tayo hanggat maaari, walang husgasan, pantay-pantay lamang tayo. Magandang araw at pagpalain nawa tayo ng buong may kapal. Pilipinas, God first. Truth first. Filipino first. And inclusive first. Signed by our President and Founder, Roylan Gorospe Marlang. On behalf of the management of Ka-Inclusion Channel or HNI Philippines, I would like to greet all Filipinos here and around the world, Happy Independence Day. Okay. So we're now running out of time. We want to thank you for joining us for the Inclusive Report for June 12, 2020, Friday, for our Independence Day special. I will see you guys tomorrow at 5 to 6 in the afternoon for the One Inclusion Live Weekend Edition. So coming up right now on Inclu Radio, question, reaction, at opinion, SRO, courtesy of DZMM Teleradio, hosted by Alvin El Chico and Doris Virgonia. So, I am Carlos Canashi. Thank you very much. Happy Independence Day. Pagpalain po ng buong may kapal. One inclusion forever. HNI, God first. Thank you very much and peace out. Stay tuned for SRO on Inclu Radio. Goodbye and good night, everyone.